Alright, let's get going. Templar. Everything else looks fine. I think I want to try with the basic DLC options. I think there's a downside that the first point of interest will have to be the weapons instead of an actual reward, but it also allows me to decide when I start fighting rulers, because if I don't complete the nest mission, then rulers won't appear, which might be helpful since very early troop columns maybe might deny me doing the mission if I see a ruler in it. Okay. Okay, first things first. Grace band 5. I prefer 30 degrees camera. And I think that should be it. Okay. Now, obviously, the ideal in a first mission is to finish the mission without any wounds or losses. I think if you get a loss, it's better to just start the campaign. If you get a wound, maybe I will still play it, but if I get more than one wound, I'll probably just restart the campaign. I think having a good start is quite impactful, and it's only one mission, so might as well just repeat it if you're not doing particularly well. Then it's also about the corpses. I want to avoid blowing up the corpses, as they have at worst case they can be sold on black market, but rendering them to alloys early can, so it's also a pretty good option. That being said, not even sure what's the best approach. What I try to avoid is that I'm on elevation and enemies under under where I'm sitting. So if I sit here and the enemy comes through the bottom floor, then it can get a bit awkward. In ideal case, I'm on elevation, the enemy isn't, but I'm not too hung about it. This is a pretty good pod to engage first.
We're not sure whether to chalk it up to training or stricter mind control.
There are basically 3 pods, 2 pods of 4 and 1 pod of 2, which is the sectoid pod. I think either of the 2 pods of 4 is good as a first engagement. I think the other one is slightly better, simply because the drone will eat a bit too many Overwatch shots. So doing a bigger rush ambush is a bit more effective on the other pod, but that's like nitpicking, so to speak.
Position confirmed.
Okay, I could do bigger rush ambush here, but I want to get actually a little bit closer.
Got it. Moving.
Although they bear some resemblance to the sectoids first encountered during the invasion, their genetic structure now includes human DNA. They are stronger than ever, with an even greater psionic potential.
So I didn't like this reveal, because if I do start fighting them and then I will get another pod from my flank, that will not be an ideal situation. So what I'm trying to do, so what I will do, I will move all soldiers somewhere in this location, and most likely I will attempt to take perhaps this building. But
Solid copy.
not sure if this pod will hang around, or will hang this location for too long, so
Already there.
let's see how that goes.
Running.
Moving out.
Mi tengo pronta.
Don't think I can move you, right? Okay. I might need to engage. That being said, who has mobility? The reason why I'm looking for high mobility is I want to place the higher mobility soldier in a position that can reach a flank after the squad scampers. So high aim could sit, high aim, low mobility could sit somewhere in the back, but low aim and high mobility I would prefer if they can reach the location where the enemies will be hiding. So let's assume they're walking to me and I break concealment. Probably one of them will run here, right? It's high cover. The Templars should be able to reach. This is a fast soldier.
Mi avvicino alle coordinate.
If I put myself in this position, then I can almost guarantee a soldier coming here. Now that can be good or bad depending on how far can the
We march toward enlightenment.
Templar can reach. This will be a good spot for Templar. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is this.
Roger that.
Because after Scamper they will say, oh, I can flank this soldier, and they will move here, which is within the Templar range, and also I will be getting cover in the event I trigger the last pod when diving. Everyone else, I don't think it matters too much.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
As close as possible, basically.
Heading to that location.
A bit concerned that I might activate the other pod as well, but I don't think I can do much about it.
Scanning. On it.
Sono in allerta. I'm on it.
I'm on it.
Moving to
I'm on
Overwatch.
it.
Ci hanno beccata.
These guys make up the bulk of the Advent forces we've dealt with. They're disciplined and well equipped, but their obedience makes them predictable. Who's keeping score?
E dai!
Nothing to me. You want some more? Watch the side! Trying to flank us!
Okay, I do want to hit with Templar first, mostly because of the focus, and I need to consider my squad position afterwards. I don't think this is a particularly good engagement versus that pod. I only have like 2 high cover spots, difficult to advance. So I think I will just back off, take this building and Overwatch camp a little bit and see how that goes. But as I said, first things first.
I strike for my people. The spirits await their turn at vengeance.
Let's move with the aggressive soldiers first, and by aggressive I mean the soldiers that will reveal the most.
Let's move already.
Okay, so you can't.
Okay.
Stair is in the back. I climb also here somehow? No. Well, actually, yes.
Affirmative. Go, go, go.
The reason why I'm dashing versus just moving in Overwatch, I don't really have good cover, and if this pod heard the engagement and moved towards me, I don't really want to engage them in a poor location. So diving here is bad if the second pod runs into me. I only have one Overwatch shot, but at least I will be in a good position afterwards, so
Getting it done.
it's kind of a risk-reward situation.
Rolling. Got it.
Molto bene.
Now, I could obviously use Templar Shield, but
I trust in your command.
I want to get away as far as possible from that location.
I'm on it. Yeah. The Elder's slain.
Okay, unfortunately I activated this turn, which is a very yeah, unfortunate, because I didn't get a single Overwatch shot. They also have elevation for the gunner and trooper, which is a bit scary. I don't think I have many good solutions here, but let's see. Probably try to flank the sentry. So my idea is to flank the sentry, move everyone yeah, that's not gonna be possible. Maybe with some line of sight shenanigans. The idea is I want to move away from this position. The gunner on elevation is scary enough. If he has no vision, he will be forced to move. And I'll probably deal with this side.
No problem, boss.
I would have considered this one, even though it can do 5 damage. I think the chances are relatively low.
Take a good look.
Oh wait. How do I see this guy? Well, that wasn't planned. Okay, I guess I'll do this instead and Templar Shield. And even if I do get hit by the gunner, I think it's fine.
The mark betrays you.
I won't lose HP.
Nessun problema, capo. Avete visto? In riserva!
Okay, now I do need at least a graze on Grenadier, and it's good enough. I think you should be able to see him. Why I'm going for the engineer, because one, even a graze will kill him, and second, this guy is on, even though he has elevation, he is disoriented, so that reduces his aim. If I do kill this guy, there's also the risk that the gunner shifts on the other side instead of firing on the Templar.
Let's do this! You can't handle me. Running dry on ammo.
Now I do want to get the loot. I don't want to come here. Actually, I do want to come here, but I don't want to see the gunner. I might move and just hunker. I think I'd rather close the distance instead. There's no vision here. Then the next turn I can do something about that gunner. I won't have Volt though. I don't think this guy can move too much. As I thought.
Here I come.
I wanted to see if I activate anything, but now I cannot run to the position I wanted. I think that's a bit too big of a gamble.
Tired of waiting
A
around.
bit of a misplay there.
Good to go.
Don't really have any good way to
I can handle that.
advance.
In cover. Moving out.
I'm taking fire.
I wasn't expecting to hit from that location. I could go here and grenade, but that's won't be ideal. I do want to preserve the corpse if possible. So I probably just take like 30% shots, and if I do kill him, that's good. If I don't kill him, I'll use flashbang from here. Gunner remains uncontrolled, but do this. No. But I can just use Templar Shield, so how many shots will I have? 1, potentially 2, 3, 4. So
Per me va bene. Nemico ancora vivo.
Oh yeah! Enemy is still up! Let's do this. Right on the margins!
Get there? No. So it doesn't seem that I will be able to kill him.
Ready to rock! Come on, focus!
I do need to move next turn there.
Heading to that location. Take a good look!
Running!
We just move on the other side. I wanted to move here to support the next turn. I don't have any good way of going around. I could go here. How far can the gunner move? He could shift position, take the high cover instead, and take a shot.
Got it covered.
Let's see how smart the AI is.
I'm under attack here!
Still not gonna be a very good shot. I can't really do much.
Good to go! Got something over here. Who's keeping score?
No. That's a bit of a YOLO move. Not only for the gunner, but I might also reveal the sectoid. So first things first. I'm actually not sure if this picks up the loot, but this should.
Okay, I'll go. It's not explosive or anything, right?
Okay.
I'm trusting you here.
Heading out. Object secure.
I'm just here for the loot. Goodbye.
Moving to designated position.
And I think I'll just overwatch with everyone else. I want to move him. Not because I don't like his position, but I want to motivate the gunner to switch, come down. I know that he can move here and then shoot him, so
Seems doable.
let's remove that possibility.
Good to go. Got it covered.
Where could I hide? I think I'm just getting like sectoids, mind control or something. Okay, let's go here.
Got it covered.
There's heavy fire in this zone. No respite for the dead. The aliens have found a way to mind control them now. Incoming over here!
Curious about this guy. Okay. I could just move. I think I should be able to. To use this.
I guess
Either
that'll be
way.
okay.
I need to be able to see the sectoid. This should be fine. I want to throw a grenade first.
Whatever you say. Get ready for a surprise!
This world is ours. Have you noticed? Another lackey what we were after.
Should be enough to deny the zombie, and then the sectoid will probably just shoot at the Templar, which can handle a hit without any problems. Now, what do I do with this trooper? Can the Templar handle both sectoid and trooper hits? So 2-1, 2-4 with crit 1. Can I target the sectoid? I just want to see F1. No. Apparently not. I think he has like 3-5 or 2-4 also. What I'm trying here to evaluate whether it's better to just hide with everyone except the Templars. Since he can probably take, since he can take for sure 1 hit, but he might be able to take 2 hits, and then it's better for him to take the whole aggro. If I do use grenades, I risk killing. If I can get 3 soldiers to shoot the trooper, then I think it's good enough.
Don't slow me down. Shot wide.
This does not seem to be the case.
Better close your eyes!
So he can for sure flank me.
Let's do this. Scanning. It's down. Draining ammo fast. Roger that.
That shouldn't matter now.
Exiguo.
Life is calling me.
So just for my information, it's 3-4, not 3-5. Plus 3 crit. Do we have a grenade? No. Not sure I can throw the grenade from here.
Affirmative. Moving out. Take this!
This should be enough. Oh, click. Doesn't work.
Positive confirmation. Area secured. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
So not a bad outcome, but I did take a bit too many shots. Even though they were like 20%-ish. I'd say I was a bit on the lucky side, not getting a wound.
All Advent gene therapy clinics will be closed tomorrow for equipment upgrades. Initial reports that the suspension of services were the result of
I never had any doubts about your capabilities, Commander. Excellent work as always.
That's a good drop.
Incoming transmission.
Resistance communication is non-negotiable, simply because of the extra region. I'm limited to 6 GOPs for one region, so getting the extra region, 6 GOPs per month for one region, so getting extra region is, I would say,
find that area of research to be among the more intriguing
non-brainer
options
as far as
available.
strategic
We'll begin work immediately. I'll send word when a complete report is.
options are concerned.
I think Dad would have been proud of him.
I won't promote my soldiers now. I want to. I will promote them based on the mission type. So this is 40 supplies. I'm trying to think what is the best.
Commander to the armory.
What's the best starting? Building, and if I should rush it or I just skip it and go for engineer and scientist. I like to set up my squads in the beginning of the campaign. I will probably just edit this part out so we don't spend 5 minutes checking this.
Flying, but I don't see anybody else stepping up other than the autopilot.
All right. To be fair, it's very unlikely that I will be able to keep up with the squads, but I do like to make them. Otherwise, it can get a bit messy later. You get some random assignments and so on. So I just create them. Maybe I will pair like soldiers that have the same bond in the same squad or something like that, and attempt to run them together. But this is not like a high priority. My target will be to have 2 strong teams. This is mostly to probably more on end game, and up to 5. I don't think I can do more than 5, or I think it's even worth it. If I do have 7 squads, that will be more than enough, I would say. So if you can run like 4 squads permanently, I think you can get enough missions to finish the game. So I could have just added them later, but the problem is you cannot shift, so I cannot move this up or down, and if I want to create them later, I have to dismantle the previous one. So it just there's not much support for squad management, but to be fair, the squads themselves are kind of obsolete concept. All right.
Commander to the armory.
This is just the soldiers, I don't really care. I think it's very unlikely that this will produce anything. He needs 83 days for a recruit. So it's basically a drop in a big bucket. But it's better than nothing. I will probably just remove him like in the first or second mission I discover, so it's just a micromanagement for a very, 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 very low benefit. I'm thinking whether I should start So GTS is probably the standard opening, but I think I want to start with laboratory. I experimented on my previous runs, but I do pick up a scientist and an engineer before making a building. However, I think I want to give this one a try. So if I do build the laboratory, it will take roughly like 7 days until I can reach the black market anyways. And if I find in one of the first missions, I need to find either an engineer or a scientist. I believe you have like 4 mission types. And the best one is obviously the engineer of scientists, and smash and grab and supply extractions are also pretty good, as you can straight up buy the engineer or scientists. But if I don't get any of them, then this will be a bit of a waste, I would say. Because I do need to time it by the time I will get one scientist, and then I can get the benefit of 2. So I want to give this a shot, but it is a bit of an RNG here, whether I will get the full benefit of it or not.
Laboratory construction initiated. Commander to the armory.
My people understand the value of our cooperation, Commander. The Elders give us nothing more than raw materials for their design. We will take back our power and turn it against them. I greet you as an ally, facing a shared enemy. My followers seek balance with the psionic forces that flow through the earth and all its inhabitants. We channel this energy, aided by technology of our own design, to pursue justice for those who have fallen victim to the Elders and their servants.
Okay, so I got an engineer. I'm not sure how much it is a high roll. I think there are like 4 mission times that can spawn. You have 2 of them active. So I think getting 1 engineer or scientist or soldier is, I'm not sure if it's guaranteed, but it's a very high likelihood in the first month. But getting it in the first batch, I mean the first 2 missions, it's obviously an advantage, as the engineer can clear up the debris in 9 days or so. And then I could use this to buy, to purchase engineer or scientist before the supply drop refreshes or the black market refreshes. So this is obviously an advantage. So I have to extract VIP. I have reveal start. This means I need a shinobi. I mean, you have 15 dodge, but it feels bad. I don't mind too much the mobility, but 73 aim is quite high. I would probably prefer to have a different. Why I have so many soldiers with high aim? 4. I don't think I've ever seen this. He's an assault, like 7 mobility. 66 is fine. And 6. This is probably a specialist. So likely you're the shinobi. Okay, so what do I want for the first mission? Means I want, since I start revealed, I won't really have a good ambush. Moreover, I do have 1, 2, 3, 4 soldiers with high aim. And I wasn't exactly planning on getting like gunners or rangers and definitely not snipers in my first batch. But given that I won't be able to do ambush, I will rely a little bit on Overwatch. If I do scout with a shinobi, then I will set up Overwatch ambush, but if everyone is on SMGs, then Overwatch ambush is not gonna do much. So I'm considering to turn one of them into a ranger. 21. You're not gonna run a lot of missions. 15 dodge. Okay, I'm gonna use him as a ranger. Although this is not my typical starting promotion. I don't really need anything else on you. And I think the last one, I would prefer to be an assault or a technical. Technical will go a bit better because I can launch a rocket, and then that's going to be quite good for ranger. 40 mobility is not amazing for a flame. Plus this could make a decent hacker, or better hacker than everyone else. I could make him a flame. But his assaults are very dependent on mobility, so maybe I'll make a rocketeer out of him. 72 aim. I won't have like 4 rangers out of this, so I have to take some compromises. I think a rocketeer will be fine. Okay, and from this point on, I want to run rookies. This is a high timer mission. Now there are, maybe I should comment a little bit here. There are 2 approaches that you can take. First, you want to do missions as fast as possible, and in that way you allow the next missions to spawn out quicker. The problem is you're only limited to 6 missions this month anyway. So for the first region you're gonna saturate either way. The second region though, it's unlikely that you're able to run 6 GOPs there. So on the second region, my intent is to run maybe like 5-man missions ish, and on the first region I just want to run as many, I wouldn't say as many, but ideally like a squad of 6 with 3 rookies in training. I do need high mobility ones because I'm lacking. All my soldiers rolled with high mobility and high aim, which is not bad overall, just not what I want for start. I want shinobis, I want assaults, I want flame technicals, all of them. Rely on mobility. Okay, so you are probably a decent shinobi with 10 dodge, 7, 5. This is actually better technical flame. 55 can be punishing a bit for shinobi. It does need to hit sometimes. But him as a frontliner, Overwatch specialist, maybe. I think he's a good shinobi. It's only 3 HP, but I do have quite a bit of dodge, and actually I'm not sure I want 17 mobility on shinobi. I can deal with less. I would prefer stats in other places like this one. Okay, I do have one medkit. Do I take flashbangs? I can keep one on a rookie. I don't think I can build anything anyway. Not that I would spend the resources for that. Off we go.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Menace, ready to deploy.
Well, my game is lagging a little bit, but I will wait with the restart until the end of episode. This is a bit unfortunate. It's only 6 days, means I can send 5 soldiers. But for the smash and grab, this is not a... I would say this is probably the most difficult mission early. You do start revealed, and you also need to be able to pick most of the crates. So I would have preferred 6-man mission. I do need a shinobi for sure. Not the best frame, this is specialist frame. Maybe I'll make you like 73 aim with 13 mobility. Not the best stats. Maybe I'll build a mid-range. It's like Marauder. I don't remember last time I made a Salvatore, but I don't think this will motivate me. But okay, and this is gonna be assault. I need to be able to close the distance. So I'm definitely taking one rookie. Question is, do I use soldier or another rookie? I think I'll make him a ranger and then use a soldier. or I make him a Rocketeer. Be Flame Technical. I'm going to send a soldier simply because I think because of the reveal start and also the mission difficulty. The reason why I think it's a difficult mission, the enemies start in a good cover, which is like the building usually, where they have high cover, and approaching that can be a bit tricky. And if you dive into the first pod, you can also get like a second activation. And fighting at distance is not something that I would want with this squad. So I might make him, he has 3 HP, so I don't want snipers. It's either a second ranger or I make a technical out of him. And by technical means it's probably been be a Rocketeer. After mobilities might be a bit tough to use flame. A lot of flame soldiers for whatever reason. Yeah, I do prefer to start with flame technicals as opposed to Rocketeer technicals, but I will adapt. Out of curiosity. Okay.
Squad green to deploy.
Okay, now that I got both of missions, I think LWOTC could be theoretically be discovered, but I was never in a position to do so. So I'm gonna get a black market for 3 days, and afterwards I'm gonna build
Avenger plotting new course.
the extra, or I'm going to contact the extra region.
The outcome of this research can only further our advances, Commander.
I think I will just go with basic research. I don't think I need anything else like in the first month. And this is basically the value of 1 scientist.
I'll see that work begins immediately, Commander. I'll contact you when I have a full report available.
Commander, we can now work to establish contact with local resistance groups operating out of regions around the globe. Once we've collected sufficient intel to make contact, we'll need to scan the target region for the operative signal.
Okay, so this is actually a very easy choice. First, because it's Heaven 6. That's the first thing I check. Secondly, it does have 3 regions to which I am connected to. And in ideal case, you want the liberation to be on a second region, means to get the extra tower here would be much more beneficial than getting an extra tower here, for example, where I'm connected only to 1 region, which is already has discounted price from my main region. So the only argument would be Europe, but having an extra tower here will also help with the continent bonus. I do need 2 towers for US. This means 1 from my main region and 1 from potential liberation. So doing liberation here will be I would say the highest priority, because of the multiple benefits. So discounted regions, and continent bonus, and obviously the liberation benefits. I am gonna finish the black market scan and then I will move here.
Market is open.
I don't think I can do anything here. Five supply is not a lot. This could be okay for some. Early, maybe early ranger with dash. Getting over vigilant from a flank and having defense and armor. Not like a massive value, but 5 supplies is also not that much. I think this has to go. 54 supplies, technical is something that I would want. I don't know if I can afford them. 110. It will be a pretty big benefit. So considering I sell, let's say, almost everything, so giving the Elerium and alloys. Don't I have an officer corpse? From the first mission? Or did I sell it? I will have to check the replay. I need 26, 36. If I send all trooper corpses and sectoid corpse, I could buy the scientist or engineer. I don't think it's worth it. I might need some for rendering. So I'll have to wait for the first mission to complete to be able to purchase.
Setting course for Sector 9, Western United States. Attempting to establish local regional contact.
Okay, 100%, and the first episode stops here.